Sometimes we take nature's kindness for granted. We forget how dependent we are on the untouched natural world and do not realize that we're simply turning our backs on mystical healing. In Mahaica, a group of patriotic nature lovers is dedicated to the Mahaica River birding tour. This breathtaking 3-hour journey stemmed from the mangrove restoration project.
Okay, well, we are approximately 33 kilometers, which is 21 miles away from the city of Georgetown. And here we are at the Unity Mahaica location. And the village is situated at the mouth of the Mahaica Creek, so it is the starting point of our tour for today.
The tour guide, Kavita Budu, is knowledgeable and friendly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Careful. On board.
Good morning, Captain. Where are you on? Is anywhere? Good morning.
We have just boarded the boat at the mouth of the Mahaica Creek, and we are going in 4 miles in the Mahaica River.
Bird lovers are in for exciting treats, topped off with additional indulgence. Mangroves are also part of the plan. We know that mangroves protect our coastline, but Kavita shares more uses of this precious shrub.
Well, the thing is, the black mangroves, people normally uses them as firewood, fence. They even use them to make shovel handle or different other things, or even to make fowl pen or sheep pen or something.
Black mangroves are quite significant in honey production. Its flowers contribute to a high quality of honey.
See the black mangrove roots, they grow upwards from the bottom to the top, and at the very top of it they have a little bubble, and that's where they normally breathe. And the black mangrove breathes strictly oxygen. And the bark of the tree trunk in fact, they hold carbon together so that you could get fresher air to breathe, right? So when you see it, when you chop down the tree, the carbon is releasing back to the open air. So it's really bad, and you get maybe lesser oxygen and not even fresh air to breathe. Over here we have the red mangroves. The roots grow from the top to the bottom, and when they come down, is that they actually form land, whereas normally you know that plants roots in fact don't hold land together. They act as a natural breakwater and as a natural defense to the coastline. So when the roots go down, they trap the soil within, so the soil builds land. The bark is quite rare. The bark of the red mangroves is used for tanning. You know, normally when you go in the market, you get this red slipper, the leather skin slipper. Well, the redness on the slipper is actually the bark of the red mangroves, and 1 pound of it costs $20,000 Guyana. 1 pound of the red bark. Well, we don't normally sell that because they're very strictly against rule. White mangroves nowadays, they are used for making shovel handles and small spoons and different types because they're smaller and they're white.
Mangroves also support several animals, including birds, fishes, and crabs. Crab season is from the ending of July to mid-August.
This main boat here is used for crabs. So for sure, all these guys here are out for crabs. The crabs live in the mangroves.
So how exactly do they go ahead catching these crabs?
Well, actually, it's quite funny. The crabs actually march at this time of the year, and normally the crabs just walking all over, and people just go and pick up which one they want and put them in bags. Yes. You don't normally, but on normal times, like maybe early in the year or late in the year, they have to go and put your hand in the hole to get them out. Whereas now, this is
like
the
crab season.
Yes,
right?
This is the crab season we're in.
The first bird we see is the rufous crab hawk. As the name suggests, its feathers are rufous, a reddish brown, and it feeds exclusively on crabs.
Well, this is the area where we normally see the black-hawk eagle within the coconut trees. So if possible, we may be able to see the black-hawk eagle.
The Mahaica River Bridge is approximately 15 minutes from the mouth of the river. As we approach it, Kavita tells us about the old train station.
It was established in the 1848 and it was abandoned in 1974. It started from the Georgetown Lamaha area straight down to here to the Mahaica, and another section was installed in 68 in fact, from Mahaica to Rosenthal. Right now we're heading under the Mahaica Bridge, and at the back of it, in fact this front bridge here used to be where the old railway station was, and they shifted the old railway station 10 meters away, so the construction of this bridge. And the bridge was actually shifted on the 4th of February 2004. This is the old bridge. And the market, the bridge by the market, yes, it was actually here. So they shifted 10 meters so that they could still use the same railway.
Okay.
But it's actually shifted 10 meters away.
Alright. I think it would be very, very nice if we had the station back.
Yes, it would have been much comfortable and much travel-wise faster,
right?
yes, because
Faster.
when you see normally when you get the train, right, the train moves faster and you only get like maybe 1-2 stops. But you see from now, you normally get most private transportation on the road and everybody just tugging at each other, going here and going there, and it's quite frustrating at times.
Yeah, and it can also carry a larger
Yes,
number
it
of
could,
people.
yes, a larger number of people for sure. 3 minutes or so away from the Mahaica Bridge, you normally see the Hoatson on the left-hand side. The only thing you could differentiate from the male and the female, the colors are exactly the same, exactly everything. The difference between them though is that the male is larger than the female. On the left here, we have 2 Hoatson, 3, 4, 4. Look, 4 of them. They normally stay within the mangrove, because within the mangroves you get space to move around. Seeing that there are not much good flyers, they stay within the mangroves and they are strictly vegetarian. They just eat the leaves of the mangrove.
The Hoatson, Guyana's national bird, is commonly called the Gaji pheasant, but carries other names such as stinking hana and stink bird. Kavita explains why.
They normally digest foods in their guts, whereas normal birds digest foods in the gizzard. The reason why is that they digest food in the guts is like normally cows eat and they bring back the food in the mouth and continue to chew the food for the entire day. Same goes for the Hoatson. They feed early in the morning and late in the afternoon, for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, and they bring up the food the entire day to chew. So once they chew the food fermentation with the bacterial in the stomach causes them to defecate, and it's very unpleasant smell, hence stinking hana or stink bird. That's the reason why they got the name. And they're not, to go close to them, they're very, very, very stink. The reason why they're such show-off birds is that they're quite heavy, so when they stand, they tend to topple because the branches may be a bit weak. So that's the reason why they spread their wings so that they could balance on both sides. Coming up here we have the little blue heron, the great egrets, the snowy egrets, cattle egrets, cockoi heron, all the different types of heron and egrets. This is the nesting area for all of them.
So they're usually there?
Yes, they're normally here all the time. And the egrets for sure, normally lays 3 eggs. And the 3 eggs that they normally lay, the first 2 that hatched, are the keepers, and the one that hatched last, the 2 older chicks kill the smaller one because the parent could only afford to feed 2 chicks.
Wow.
this is
All is part of the fun, right?
Yes, all this is part of the fun. Because it's a boarding tour. Normally when you go in boarding tour, this is one of the most fascinating things about having quite an experience like this. Yes. Yes, we had to go under the bridge.
Where?
That's the end of Region 4, Mahaica Market. And over the bridge is Region 5, go back. There's a lot going on here. We have people from different directions coming out from the Mahaica River, coming and sell their cleared fresh greens here. So as you can see, there's a lot of shopping, a lot of buying, a lot of selling along the Mahaica Market.
A lot of friendly vendors.
Yes,
right?
and a lot of friendly vendors. And anything you want, you could just come and find it in this Mahaica
Yeah,
Market.
this is something I love about the countryside.
Yes, anything. You ask for anything in the rural area and you don't get it. Come in the Mahaica Market countryside, you get every single thing. We have fishes, different types of fishes that we sell in the front of the market.
And how early does the market start?
By 6 it's up and running. Yes, and by 12 what didn't sell here. Remember that Manchuko is another big market in the Saturdays. They move from here around like 12:1 and they go towards the Manchuko. Because Manchuko market actually, the main event starts at actually 1. Here we have King Grove Coca. The use for the coca here is normally the entire village here is strictly rice and green. So they use this coca here to drain excessive water off the land into the ocean. King Grove Waterfalls. That's a common black hawk fighting with a rufous crab hawk. Yes.
Because he just brought in some food,
Yes,
right?
a crocodile snail. The one that flew off is a common black hawk.
As we approach Turning Point, a mango tree is spotted. Explorers are not wasting time in asking for some fresh pics.
Mangoes, we have fruit tree. The reason why this mango tree is here is that over there it got a rice field and it's private people. Miss Anna, careful. Woo! Mangoes. Where she want to pick the mangoes herself, right? Yes, it will eventually ripe and drop in the water.
Let's not waste it, right?
Yeah, let's not waste it. And these mangoes are perfect for fish curry.
Perfect for fish curry.
Yes, it's perfect for
How
fish
about if
curry.
we go put on a pot?
Yeah, sure, we could.
Guess what? We're actually lucky enough to find a monkey. And right now he's heading for his cat.
Nothing as nice as a fresh picked mango. They said again, look at the partner there going there.
Let's put that box and say mango. Freshly picked.
Mango's sweet too.
Yes.
Our exciting snack stop has brought us to a rice field.
we're the only folks that are scared to drown on land.
Because, yeah, we're still wearing our life jackets, I guess.
Those folks took theirs off.
The mangoes do have a very distractive effect.
Now I'm with the husband of tour guide Kavita. His name is Tamik Ram, and they actually live in Unity, right?
Unity, yeah.
But right now we're in the hoop at the rice field, and he has a bit of information to share with us.
Okay, right now the rice is about 40 days old, into just too far from germinating. But at this moment we got problems with the overhead, which is overgrown seedling. Yeah, so those affect the growth and so for the normal rice, and also you got problem with caterpillars right now. That's why you have the farmer spraying. If not for the spraying, these caterpillars normally eat out all the tips like for the rice.
What about the weeds?
The weeds, they didn't spray, does normally spray for the weeds.
Spray.
Yeah.
Alright, and what about snakes? Because
No.
coming here, you know, it was a bit questionable.
Okay, we don't really have snakes in the rice field due to the spraying of the pesticides and the fertilizer.
Burns
It
their skin.
burns their skin a lot.
Right.
Yeah, but what you just normally get during after rice ripens, so you just get lots of small fish like hassa, huri, patwas and stuff. You could come here and get some fish. Yeah.
On our way back to base, we enjoyed the glory of more birds.
Yes, it is a female snail kite.
Some birds were too quick for the camera. However, being there allows you to truly escape in the glory of these breathtaking creatures. The river is home to manatees and spectacled caimans. However, they are rarely seen. It's Saturday, the busiest day at the Mahaica market. It's a great idea to stop by and take advantage of the fresh products.
Thank you. Yes, up front in the market you have a lot of fishes. And how much are your lime? I'm taking one, right? Right.
How are you?
And how are you selling your crabs? 500 for one string? Good. Well, this is what we call the buck crab, and normally in this end in July, early August, you get these here. They normally walk on the ground and you just pick them. This is a typical example of a buck crab. And this is how you actually hold them.
When you catching them?
Yes,
Yeah.
from the back.
And
Because if you hold them any other way, they tend to clip you.
And how do you kill it? You hit?
No. You hold it like this.
Rip off the top?
Hold here and just peel the back off, and then you clean the entire crab. Take from here off, clip here.
So a lot of people don't know that the masala is actually called mixin.
No, normally on countryside, normally on countryside, right? Mixin is used instead of masala.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, only on countrysides.
Okay. It smells really good. Really fresh, right?
Yes, fresh mixin.
You do it yourself? Okay.
And the reason why it's so dark is that you actually party to mixin until it's very brown, then you grind it. That's the reason why it's so dark.
But you don't always get the good quality like this, you know? This would make a really good curry, right?
Well, the smartest about it, if you want to get this exact color, you have to buy the whole masala by itself, patch it and grind it, and then you get the perfect color like this.
We did talk about bird watching being topped off with additional indulgence, but this was an extraordinary treat. Even during the ride back to starting point, Kavita shares interesting bits of information. She tells us about pointer broom production.
People from our village normally comes in, go in the coconut walk, cut the branches and strip it to get the broom pointers, and they go back and sell it $300 for one, two for $500 in the right in the village. Sometimes they go in the market and sell the broom. Well, the smartest thing about it, right, is that for the people actually look for the broom, the branch with the longest thing on them, so that when you strip it, it gets long. So the longer branch, the longer broom have more price than the short one. That's the smartest about it, because people don't normally want to buy short broom, so they got bend the back. They want the longer broom. Yes.
Breaks down, right?
Yes. Yes. Longer the broom, more the price.
We have arrived at the mouth of the Mahaica River where the tour started. Now that we're back on land, we can have a closer look at the mangroves.
Here we have, this is a white mangrove, and this is a plant, this is a seed that actually pre-germinates. When they pre-germinate, the plant drops on the ground and it grows by itself. These yellow leaves here, seeing that the plant live in both salt and sweet water, the yellow leaves are the only leaves on this plant that excretes the salt. So if you actually taste, just take the tip of your tongue and taste this leaf, the yellow one, that is, you find it's very salty. Whereas on the black mangrove leaves, the entire tree, all the leaves are salty. And the red mangrove, same goes, the yellow leaves are the one that salts. Taste it. Just the tip of your tongue. Don't bite the leaf.
Don't bite it?
No, don't bite it. Just taste it. You find the saltiness on it? It's a bit salt. Yes. They excrete the leaves, the salt through the yellow leaves. Once they absorb all the salt, they turn yellow. Taste it. All the leaves are salty. Here. Yes, and they're much saltier than the white mangrove. So, you taste it? Yes. So the roots, because of the stuff here, you don't get a chance to see the roots that much. The roots grow upwards. It's quite fascinating because
We see it sometimes in the water.
Yes, the reason why the roots grow upwards is to allow the plants to breathe, and the reason of the main purpose of the root is that they trap the seedlings. Well, this is the red mangrove fruit, which is known as the monkey whistle. So at the top here, they normally have the pod here, and once they're fully germinated from the tree, they drop. So when they drop, this is the tip of it. This tip here is normally heavy, so it normally drops on sticks in the mud and it grows by itself. But since this is a very small one, the reason why it have roots and not in the ground is that the water brings it out, so the roots start growing from out here. So wherever this plant drop, that's where it starts growing. There is an open place that you could normally go and catch crabs. So if you go in there for sure, during this time, you will get crab. That is the buck crab alone.
So I have some nice crab curry tomorrow, right?
Yes, for sure. So here on the Mahaica seashore, you can also find some small shells looking like this, and when you put them between your finger, you get. And trust me, a lot of people in the olden days, as you were saying, they use this exact shell here to sell icicle.
Okay.
They pass with their bicycle and they got icicle in a small cooler and they blow the shell to get the attraction of the smaller
It can get very
kids.
loud, right?
Yes, it could get very loud. Depends on the size. Smaller the shell, more louder the noise. And big shells like this, you don't really get that much echo from
I
it.
think I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, sure you can. There's more you can find out on the seashore here. A lot more.
Are you fascinated by these incredible creatures and their territories? On the Mahaica River birding tour, there are many more natural treasures to be explored. Nature reminds us of how important life is. It inspires us to reach over boundaries and offers unlimited peace and pleasure.